If I really wanted to phone in this review, I could just say that the latest generation Audi Q7 is an exceptionally nice 7-passenger luxury SUV. But I would like Kelley Blue Book's checks to keep clearing the bank, so here's more detail. Now in its second generation, the 7-passenger Audi Q7 features a completely new aluminum-rich architecture that's hundreds of pounds lighter than the previous Q7. Get this lighter, prettier Q7 moving, and there's plenty to praise. The cabin is serenely quiet, which really adds to the aura of luxury. Ah, sweet, quiet luxury. Then there's ride quality. The suspension isn't softly sprung. You'll definitely feel the road, but all the unpleasant harshness has been deftly subdued. In normal driving, the ride is lovely, but when the moment strikes, the Q7 corners with tenacious grip and impressive body control. Like what I'm doing right now, all the while steering with delightful directness. If you have to drive a car that'll carry around a litter of children, it may as well be fun. Whee! Going with the standard Audi Drive Select controller alters the dampers, steering, throttle, and transmission towards sporting or comfort-oriented settings. The adaptive chassis package offered on the Prestige trim adds a full air suspension and four-wheel steering to the mix, tightening the turning circle by 3 feet and increasing ground clearance by up to 2.4 inches when needed. The Q7's road manners occupy a nearly ideal balance point between fun and refinement. It's not surprising then that the same character is expressed by the drivetrain, which I'm now flooring, and now I am braking. A turbocharged 4-cylinder and a 3-liter turbo diesel are in the works, but at the moment, all Q7s feature a supercharged 3-liter V6, whose more than adequate output is managed by a paddle-shiftable 8-speed automatic transmission that knocks out swift, nearly imperceptible shifts. From there, power is divvied between the front and rear wheels by a standard Quattro all-wheel drive system. Add it all up and you have sub-6 seconds 0 to 60 acceleration, good fuel economy, and an admirable 7,700-pound tow capability. A fairly unobtrusive automatic engine start-stop system is also on board to conserve fuel, but if the driver is so inclined, it can be shut off. One particularly nifty detail is the optional Audi Virtual Cockpit. This high-res 12.3-inch display combines traditional instrumentation with navigation, infotainment, and vehicle information, putting it right where you're looking anyway. Also, it looks pretty cool. With all this praise, you might be wondering, is the Q7 the perfect SUV? It might be perfect for you, but it is not perfect. Here's a flaw. Unlike many modern SUVs, flipping down the second row seats requires 2 steps, not 1. Step 1's not so bad. You pull up this lever and it just flips forward. Flipping the whole seat forward requires you to push in with a thumb and then pull up on this lever, and then the entire thing rises up. Can the tiny children that are typically banished to the third row operate that thing? Maybe. Third row access aside, the Q7's interior is kind of wonderful. It looks modern and rich, and material quality is brilliant, even in spots where some car makers might skimp. For added effect, check it out at night. I love the techy, streaky accents and the glowing rings that surround the capacitive touch map lights. Spend 60 grand or more on a new car, and you'd kind of hope it feels like something special. The Audi Q7 does. On a more functional note, the center console offers very little storage, but there is a handy spot to set your phone with direct access to USB outlets. Above those outlets is a handy adjustable armrest. Further forward, the Q7's controls demand a slight learning curve, but before long they all make sense. And look, the climate controls know when you're touching them, adjusting the display accordingly. Despite being dimensionally smaller than the previous Q7, the latest generation is actually roomier inside, with sliding and reclining second-row seats that split 3 ways and provide tons of space for passengers. In back, the standard power-operated 50-50 split third-row bench is barely tolerable for adults, but kids shouldn't complain, any more than usual. On a related note, there are 5 child seat latch points, so if you're expecting quintuplets, add the Q7 to your shopping list. Lowering the third row boosts cargo space from 14.8 to a healthy 37.5 cubic feet. In the simplest, nearly $56,000 premium trim, the Audi Q7 comes robustly equipped with a power liftgate, leather upholstery, tri-zone climate control, 6 airbags, a 2-panel panoramic sunroof, front and rear parking sensors, and a collision warning system with automatic braking that senses both vehicles and pedestrians. Naturally, you can also outfit your Q7 with a bevy of fancy pants add-ons, like a foot-activated tailgate, LED headlights, navigation with a retractable 8.3-inch display replacing the standard 7-inch unit, a gesture control pad with handwriting recognition, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay compatibility, a 23-speaker Bang & Olufsen premium audio system, 4-zone climate control, rear thorax airbags, a rear seat entertainment package, and a 360-degree camera system. It's a lot of fun to play with. As long as you're blowing out your retirement on a luxury SUV, why not also add night vision assist with pedestrian and large animal detection, and the driver assistance package, featuring active lane departure mitigation and adaptive cruise control with semi-autonomous low-speed steering, throttle, and braking. Play your cards right, and it's possible to spend more than $85,000 on an absolutely loaded Q7 Prestige trim. Price-wise, the entry-level Q7 falls approximately in line with the 5-passenger BMW X5 and Mercedes-Benz GLE class, as well as the 7-passenger Volvo XC90. For a value-priced alternative, check out the Acura MDX that also seats 7 for a roughly $10,000 cheaper base price.
That Q7, though, it's a proper luxury vehicle, a legitimate family hauler, and it's also a joy to drive and to live with. If somehow your wants and your needs and your budget have aligned and brought you to the magical land of luxury SUVs, the Audi Q7 deserves your attention.